4 signs that someone dislikes you and is hiding it. Not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Not everyone who claps for you is cheering from the heart. Some people carry dislike in silence. They hide it under politeness, disguise it with forced words, and mask it with fake gestures. And if you're not paying attention, you'll miss the truth, staring you in the face. The danger isn't in open enemies, the danger is in the ones who disguise themselves as allies, the ones who smile while secretly hoping you stumble. They won't confront you directly. Instead, they'll leak the truth in subtle ways, through mismatched energy, through backhanded support, through cold eyes that can't hide what their mouth is saying. This is why awareness matters, because when you learn to read the signs, you protect yourself. You stop wasting energy on false connections. You stop mistaking resistance for love. And you begin to surround yourself only with those who are real, those who clap with full hands when you rise. Today we're breaking it down. 4 undeniable signs that someone dislikes you, even when they think they're hiding it. Sign 1. Their words and their energy never match. Let me tell you something important. Words can lie, energy cannot. When someone dislikes you but tries to hide it, the very first crack in their mask shows up in the mismatch between what they say and what you feel. They'll speak politely, maybe even flatter you, but their energy will betray them every single time. Think about this. Have you ever had a conversation where someone told you, "I'm so happy for you," yet deep down you walked away unsettled? Something felt off. You couldn't quite explain it, but you knew the words and the energy didn't line up. That's because you weren't listening with just your ears. You were listening with your instincts, and instincts don't lie. Words are easy. Words can be rehearsed, polished, dressed up to sound supportive. People can train themselves to say the right things, to smile at the right moments, to nod at the right times. But energy leaks out of them whether they want it to or not. Their eyes tell you the truth. Their tone tells you the truth. The way their body shifts when you enter the room tells you the truth. You'll notice it in the little things. The smile that doesn't reach the eyes, the hug that feels stiff, the voice that says, "Congratulations," but carries no warmth, no elevation. Compare that to the person who truly celebrates you. Their entire presence lights up, their tone rises, their face opens. That's real alignment. Now here's where most people get it wrong. They gaslight themselves. They say, "Well, maybe I'm just overthinking. They did say they were happy for me." No, you're not overthinking. You're under-trusting yourself. You're ignoring the most reliable signal you've got. The mismatch between words and energy. Let me give you an example. Say you're at work and you share an achievement. Maybe you closed a big deal. Maybe you hit a personal goal. The coworker smiles and says, "That's great," but their voice is flat. Their eyes look away. Their body leans back. That's not support. That's resistance disguised as politeness. Or in your personal life, you tell someone you've made progress, and they reply, "Wow, good for you," but you feel the subtle sting behind it. That's because the words were clean, but the energy was contaminated, and energy always reveals what the words are trying to cover. Here's the danger. If you focus only on words, you will keep the wrong people close. You will believe they're in your corner when in reality, they're silently hoping you stumble, and that false sense of loyalty will cost you. It will drain you. It will make you question yourself. But if you train yourself to tune into energy, you'll never be fooled. You'll know when someone's applause is empty. You'll know when someone's encouragement is just a mask. And once you see it, you can decide, do they deserve space in my circle, or do they belong at a distance? The rule is simple. When words and energy don't match, believe the energy, always. Because energy is raw, it's unfiltered, it's the truth. People can't hide, no matter how hard they try. So stop explaining away your instincts. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt when your gut tells you otherwise. If their words say yes, but their energy screams no, the answer is no. Because here's the reality. A true supporter makes you feel seen. A true friend makes you feel safe. And real alignment between words and energy feels effortless. You never have to second guess it. If you walk away from someone feeling confused, heavy, or doubtful after they've encouraged you, trust me, they didn't encourage you, they revealed themselves. And once you know this, you stop wasting time, you stop pouring energy into false connections, and you start protecting your peace. Remember this, words can charm you, but energy tells the truth. Always trust the truth. Sign 2, they celebrate your setbacks more than your successes. Pay attention here, because this one is powerful, and it's dangerous. If you want to know who truly stands with you, Don't just watch how people react when you win. Watch how they react when you lose. Here's the hard truth. People who secretly dislike you will show more joy in your struggles than in your victories, and they'll never admit it out loud. Think about it. You share a success, you finally get the promotion, you launch the business, you hit a milestone you've been fighting for. They respond with polite words, maybe even a congratulatory smile, but the energy is flat, it's forced. There's no genuine spark. You feel it. Deep down, you know it's empty. Now watch what happens when you hit a setback. Suddenly their energy changes. Suddenly they lean in, they become engaged, they check in more often. Some may even mask it under sympathy. Oh, I'm so sorry that happened. But listen carefully, their tone carries a subtle satisfaction, a hidden relief, as if your failure proves something they wanted to believe about you all along. Why? Because your success threatens them. Your success forces them to confront their own insecurities. Your success reminds them of what they haven't done, what they haven't achieved, and what they don't have the courage to go after. But your failure reassures them. It makes them feel safe. It confirms their hidden wish that you're not really as strong as you seem. This is why people who secretly dislike you will never clap the loudest for your wins. They'll keep their applause soft, almost invisible. But the moment you fall, the moment you stumble, you'll notice their interest sharpen. They'll ask for details. They'll want the full story, not because they care, but because it feeds their ego to see you down. And here's what you must understand. People reveal their true loyalty in how they respond to your pain. A real friend, a real ally, will be uncomfortable with your suffering. They won't celebrate it. They won't need to hear all the details. They'll focus on lifting you back up, not relishing in the fact that you're down. But the ones who secretly dislike you, they'll milk it. They'll disguise it as concern, but you'll feel it in the undertone. Their voice may say, "I hope you're okay," but the gleam in their eyes says, "I knew this would happen." That's not love. That's not loyalty. That's hidden resentment. And the cost of keeping these people close is enormous. Because every time you share your struggles with them, you give them fuel. You feed their silent satisfaction. You give them the confirmation that their doubt in you was justified. So what do? You sharpen your awareness. You stop mistaking curiosity for care. You stop assuming that everyone who wants to hear your problems actually wants to help you solve them. Some people just want to collect your failures as proof that you're not who you say you are. The lesson is simple. If they don't cheer for your wins, don't let them sit in the front row of your life. If they lean in more when you fail than when you succeed, that's not a supporter. That's a hidden opponent. Remember, real allies want to see you win, even if they're struggling themselves, even if they haven't found their own success yet. Real allies understand that your success doesn't take away from theirs. But those who secretly dislike you, they can't handle it, because your rise exposes their stagnation. So the next time you're celebrating, look around. Who lights up with you? Who genuinely claps with full energy? And when you're struggling, who seems a little too comfortable watching you fall? That contrast tells you everything. Here's the bottom line. If they celebrate your setbacks more than your successes, they don't belong in your inner circle. Protect your space, guard your energy, and never ever give applause chasers the privilege of watching your journey up close. Because while they're busy hoping you fail, you'll keep rising, and nothing exposes hidden dislike more than success that refuses to stop. Sign 3. Their support always comes with subtle resistance. Pay attention. Some people will never openly admit they dislike you. They won't argue with you directly. They won't tell you to your face that they don't believe in you. Instead, they'll disguise their doubt as support. And the way they do it is subtle. Through small, quiet resistance that shows up every single time you move forward. This is the person who says, "That's a great idea, but are you sure you're ready for it?" Or, "I'm proud of you, but don't you think you're taking on too much?" On the surface, those words sound caring. They sound protective. But if you look deeper, you'll realize they're not cheering for you. They're trying to plant hesitation inside you. That's not support. That's sabotage, carefully disguised. True support doesn't come with conditions. Real allies don't attach doubt to their encouragement. When someone is genuinely rooting for you, their words give you energy, not questions. They uplift you. They strengthen your confidence. They don't clip your wings as soon as you try to fly. But when a person secretly dislikes you, their support will always feel like it comes with an invisible brake pedal. You talk about your next move, and instead of leaning in with excitement, they lean back with caution. Instead of saying, "Go for it," They say, well, just don't get your hopes up. Instead of fueling your fire, they sprinkle water on it, just enough to dim it, not enough to be obvious. And that's how subtle resistance works. It's never loud, never explosive, it's quiet, it's calm, it's reasonable, which is exactly why so many people fall for it. You start to think, maybe they're right, maybe I am moving too fast, maybe I shouldn't try this yet. You begin to shrink your own vision because their support made you doubt your own ability. Understand this, people who don't want to see you win will rarely stop you outright. They know that would reveal their true feelings. Instead, they slow you down by whispering doubt into your mind. And if you're not strong enough, those whispers become your inner voice. But here's the truth. Resistance disguised as support is not protection, it's poison. And the longer you allow it into your life, the more it erodes your confidence. So how do you spot it? Listen carefully. Genuine support feels clean. It makes you feel bigger, not smaller. It pushes you forward, not sideways. When someone truly believes in you, their words ignite something inside you. Even if they give advice, it's constructive. It comes from belief, not fear. But when their support makes you second-guess yourself, when it creates more hesitation than momentum, when you leave the conversation doubting instead of daring, that's not support, that's subtle resistance. And you must make a choice. You either allow that resistance to live rent-free in your head, or you cut it out and move forward without it. Because every time you let it linger, you hand over your power. You start running your race with weights tied to your ankles, weights that were never yours to carry in the first place. Remember this, the people who belong in your corner will never disguise doubt as encouragement. They will tell you the truth, yes, but even their truth will come with belief in your ability to rise. They will correct you without clipping you. They will guide you without grounding you. That's the difference. So the next time someone offers support, but you feel resistance wrapped inside it, don't ignore it, don't explain it away. Recognize it for what it is, a sign that they are not truly on your side. And once you see it, don't argue, don't fight, don't waste energy proving yourself. Just keep moving, keep building, keep rising, because real supporters push you higher, fake ones pull you back, gently, subtly, quietly. And the smartest thing you can do is stop mistaking resistance for love. Never forget this, support that comes with resistance is not support, it's a warning. Believe it. Sign 4. They can't hide their eyes, even when they hide everything else. Let me tell you something most people never realize. The eyes always betray the truth. A person can control their words, they can rehearse their tone, they can even practice their body language. But the eyes are the one place where lies struggle to survive, because the eyes react faster than thought. They reveal what the mouth is trying to cover, and if you pay attention, you'll catch everything they're trying to hide. When someone dislikes you but doesn't want you to know it, watch their eyes. Notice how they shift when you walk into a room. Do they light up, or do they dim? Do they meet you with openness, or do they avoid contact altogether? That instant flicker in their eyes tells you everything. Think about this. You share good news. Maybe you landed the opportunity you've been fighting for. Maybe you hit a milestone you're proud of. They say that's amazing, but their eyes, they don't match the words. There's no spark, no warmth, or worse, there's a flash of something else. Envy, annoyance, resentment. It's quick, almost invisible, but it's there. And if you train yourself to notice it, you'll never be fooled again. Here's the science of it. The eyes react involuntarily. Pupils expand when we're excited. They shrink when we're guarded or cold. Micro-expressions flicker across the face, faster than words can catch up. You can fake a smile, but you can't fake the dilation of your pupils. You can force your lips to curve, but your eyes will reveal whether you feel joy or jealousy. This is why people who secretly dislike you often avoid eye contact altogether, because they know their eyes will betray them. They'll look past you, they'll glance down, they'll focus on their phone, anywhere but directly at you. Why? Because eye contact is intimacy. It's connection, and if they can't connect with you honestly, they'll break it before you notice the truth. But you will notice, if you stop dismissing the feeling. You know that moment when you walk away from someone, and you can't explain it, but something felt off. That's because their eyes already told you the truth. You just haven't learned to trust it yet. Here's the mistake many people make. They listen to the words, they rationalize the behavior, and they convince themselves, no, they congratulated me, they smiled, maybe I'm imagining things. No, you're not imagining it. Your instincts are sharper than you think. You felt the disconnect because the eyes told you what the voice didn't. And once you start paying attention, you'll see it everywhere. The colleague who shakes your hand, but looks away too quickly. The friend who hugs you but their eyes are cold. The person who laughs at your joke, but their eyes roll a split second later, when they think you're not looking. The truth is always there. So here's the rule: believe the eyes always, because people can train their voice, they can practice their smile, they can hide their feelings behind polite words, but they cannot train their eyes to lie with the same consistency. The eyes are wired to truth, and once you learn to read them, you'll never waste time wondering who's genuine and who's not. Let me make it simple. If their words say I'm happy for you, but their eyes don't shine, they're not happy for you. If their words say I've got your back, but their eyes hesitate, they don't. If their words say I respect you, but their eyes dart with contempt, believe the contempt. The eyes are the window to what the heart refuses to say, and that window, it's always uncovered. So stop doubting yourself. Stop letting polite words convince you otherwise. If their eyes betray them, the truth is already in front of you. Remember this: they can hide their smile, they can fake their tone, they can play their part, but they cannot hide their eyes, and the eyes never lie.